Yeah, I know I said last time we were on the save that the next time you saw me, it'd probably be back dismantling more cars, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of looking for a change in scenery. At least, for a few days. Probably. And there's a good reason for this. I have a bit of a problem with my book collection. You see this Carpentry Volume 1 book? That is the only carpentry book I have ever found. I put a Carpentry Volume 2. There was one in a crate in a warehouse. I didn't take it because by the time I needed it, there was no reason to carry it around. Where did my back weapon go? Is that a bush? Thank you. Get out of here. But yeah, I think really what the doctor ordered on this occasion. There's my bat. Hey, why can I not drag and drop zombie? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna grab all the metal out of the back of this thing. Or as much of it as it'll let me. We're gonna drop it off in the workshop. And we are going to take a trip down somewhere else. I'm thinking what we're gonna do. We're gonna head out to Fallas. I very much would not mind looting the hardware store there. I think that would be the most reasonable thing for us to do in my current situation. And plus, it gets me away from the base. It gets me, checking out a bit more of the map, because right now, we have not left the immediate vicinity of Muldraugh, like, at all. And while that's not, like, a terrible thing, I think it's about time we at least scout out somewhere else. So, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna open that up. I'm gonna need to remind myself. I'm gonna go. There is a bookstore in that town too, and there could probably be useful stuff I'd want to pick up there. So I'm gonna mark every book we currently own. We need an agriculture 3, an animal care 5. Blacksmithing 5, butchering many, carpentry literally anything higher than what we already have, electronics mastery, first aid beginners, fishing 2, 3, and 5, foraging 3, 4, and 5, glass making 4, masonry 2 and 4, pottery 4, tailoring many, tracking 3 and 5, trapping many, and welding many. And by many I mean just 5. Okay, so how are we doing in terms of weight? I know this character's kind of been slacking on his diet a little bit. You know what? You know what? I hate this stupid microwave. We are going to unfreeze this margarine, and we're just gonna eat it. Because I want this character's weight to remain in a good position. You know, Werner, he's doing okay. He's actually doing okay for himself. Matter of fact, before we go forward with the process of before we go forward with the process of moving out, I am going to work out. Let's do 40 minutes of burpees. Should be good. Waiting for it to turn to 12:50, so we stay on a good time schedule with them. This should get us some. We might get strength level 3 on this trip. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Let's see. That we might not quite make it. We've been doing real bad about our protein intake. So trying to actually build that skill, yeah, that's gonna be a bit challenging. Let's see, it should at least get us some okay progress, though. And it is slowly leveling up our fitness stout. If I can get that to 3, I would be very happy. Like, if I can get our fitness stat to 3, I would be very happy. Okay. Okay. Put our satchel back on. Put our pack back on. Gloves. Elbow pads. Bat. Hatchet. Stealth blade. Bag. Do we not have? No. Okay, put our knee pads back on, please. There's my leather jacket. Okay. Excellent defense rating here. Other than our crotch, our neck, and our hands, which are all kind of, you know, they could be better. Come on. Guess it's been running the whole time. Actually, that makes me think. check our generator here. How's it doing? 82% fuel, 98% condition. Okay. I am going to throw a can of gas in my car. Just because I was not aware I had left the thing running like I did. That's an oops on my part. Alright, we should be able to make the journey now. Still got 9 cans of fuel. I'd still say we're doing good. Okay. Yep, everything's good to go. Don't need to bother taking food or water. I'm sure we'll get some on the way. Let's head out. And we're going to be approaching Fallas Lake from the crossroads side rather than following the road. Oh, we could follow the train tracks. No, I'd rather follow the road because there's a possibility we can get skill books out of zombies that might spawn here. Hello. And goodbye. This is actually going to be the furthest out I think we've gone. So this is gonna be interesting. Okay, game lag. Gonna see if I can fix that real quick. One moment. All right, that should do it. I closed out some tabs. Now the recording should break as easily. While I am driving out this far, there's something I actually want to go. Ooh. Hang on. Hang on a second here. I'm going to mark this specific spot down as having a burnt out wreck. I will come back and dismantle this when I have more propane. Because that clears a part of the road and gets me more metal supplies. But no, there's one thing I think I want to go check up. Rabbits. Alright, there are rabbits in this area. That's good to know for when I want to do some hunting. Trying to remember. Somewhere along here is a... I think that's the railroad we'd want to follow. But no, there's like a little campground. that I've kind of been wanting to scout out in case maybe I want to move. Let's see if we can find it. I think it might be further up this path, actually. I think that leads to the... Whoa, holy crap. I just noticed we were baking like an oven in this car. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the air conditioner on. Holy crap. It gets hot in August and July, I guess. Aha! Here it is. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and park here. I'll take the rest of this trip on foot. Go ahead and put that back in, right? A lot of rocks in the area. Ooh. Well-worn dirt trail here. Doesn't even really show up on the map. Ah. Yeah, there's gonna be the abandoned rail yard and the warehouses out that way. Part of the reason I want to come out this far, well, is because I think it's a really cool location, but also because I would not mind if I can maybe get my hands on a hype bag. Did they add water troughs? Yeah, there's like a little stable here. Okay. We have a crowbar in the van in case we need to pry things open here. Come on. Absolutely nothing now. Hmm. Okay. So far, absolutely no zombies in this area. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There is a big lake here. And there's a big lake house that I would not mind seeing if I can get into. I would consider moving if that house is in good condition. And, you know, can stay that way. So, what's with the congregation? You guys, here for regular service, or survivors who are, burying someone? If I had a shovel, I could put you guys in there with them. Don't, I'm afraid. We might have to sleep here. Darn it, I was kind of hoping that varsity jacket would be in good condition. Yeah. Figured there was still one or two around. Were you the supervisor? I sleep on the benches. Push come to shove, I could. Okay. I mean, let me be brutally honest. I wouldn't want to. But push comes to shove, that is a valid place I can rest. Let's wash ourselves off here. We are filthy. We are absolutely going through it right now in terms of the amount of blood all over us. And I feel like it might help our mental state a little bit if we can wash that off. Yeah, dirty, bloody. We're just bloody all over. Alright, yeah, we're gonna be wiping off our elbow and knee pads next then. Then we should probably go ahead and clean off the bat and the screwdriver. Ooh. Cleaned these ones off quicker for some reason. About our hunting vest, it's all messed up too. Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while to scrub out. Well, wash off the bat and the blade. Wash our satchel bag off. We got some blood on it at some point. Finally, let's go ahead and wash us. Plenty of clay in the area. In case we ever wanted to start doing something with that. Doesn't sound like it'd be a terrible. Again, I want to scout out that lake house. Huh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, feeling good as new, huh, Warner? That's good. Good. Honestly, how long you've managed to persist despite everything, I think you kind of deserve it. What is going on over there? Okay. Do have to keep in mind we're getting a bit tired. So the amount we can fight is a little limited, but still, is this like an unfinished cabin or is this like another stable? No, I think I'd be able to upgrade that. Looks like this might have been like a little farm. Someone might have been trying to make dilapidated roof tiles. I'm gonna take the gloves off, actually. Ooh. Alright, there were still a few campers roaming around. Good to know. Disable that alarm. I'll take your watch with me. Jenna Boucard, huh? Ah. We found the bathrooms. What? What? Now, I ain't gonna make a comment on this one way or another, but it is awfully suspicious that the isolated compound in the middle of the woods had this much ammo. Think the game might be trying to tell us something there. I'd be a bit of a fool not to at least mark that down. Surely. I'm just gonna add a note saying ammo. I'm not gonna bother adding that to the map key. Or if I do, I'll do it later. But that is such a bizarre loot spot. A carton of shotgun shells. If we had a shotgun, man, we'd be vibing upon seeing that. Let's see. There's another house that's closer by to the lake. Honestly, we might have to sleep there. Or no, I prefer sleeping in a building that has a... Hello? Ah. gotta be careful. We're getting tired. Or well, I would say we're getting tired. Our damage output is reduced. No, we seem to be just chugging through it. Other than when we miss. That is a bit unfortunate. Oh, hello there. Hey. Seriously? Come on, guys. Love the rapidly spiraling tiredness. Come on, die. Well, there's a broken window there. We might have to wind up sleeping in that church. Hopefully we can find our way back before we get lost in the dark. Fortunately, the church is a big building. Hey. Okay. This is gonna upset us, but kind of needs to be done, I think. I'm just gonna let us sleep as long as we feel like we need to. Oh, that's real nice. Yeah, that definitely makes me feel better that we've gone from, creepy compound in the middle of the woods to creepy compound in the middle of the woods surrounded by fog. Ugh, yeah, this... Hello. Hello as well. Just come on out, please. Could they not hear me? The fog might be actually helping mask my approach here. Can I get a successful stealth kill here? There we are. Yeah, there's another cabin. There's two. Lure him away so the sounds of my violence doesn't... Ooh, we just leveled up strength. Hell yeah. Our power level only improves. We actually have a little take the short blade XP, because I mostly just use that to get easy stealth crits. The fact we have a legitimate take of XP for that is kind of cool. This place actually wouldn't be a bad cabin to potentially live in, I don't think. Yeah, we got a couple more cabins and structures here. All those zombies, not a one of you guys has a... Maybe there might be one in that structure. Or maybe I'll have to actually go out to that little lake house. Actually gonna be... Ow, I hate that. Yep, attract a whole group, sure. Kill them before they can all wander over here. Wow. We killed that one in 3 swings. Werner, my man. You are doing a lot better than I ever could have hoped. I remember when I came into this man's life, he had 0 in all of his stats. Now? You're a police officer. Huh. Leader of a little survivor caravan, perhaps? No, you guys all thought this would be a nice, secure spot, and turns out a bunch of other people had the same darn idea. Come on. You know what? There's not even really a purpose to getting in there. I'm gonna leave it. Why is there a television here? I mean, credit. That would have been really great if I had come here way earlier in the game. As it stands, it's a little pointless. Okay. Right. Through the woods, then. Let's see if we can find... We're looking for the lake house. We're looking for the lake house. which, you know, in fairness, a good way to find the lake house would be to first find the lake. And admittedly, not been to this part of the map. Photo familiar often. That might take a little bit. But you know what? I don't mind. I don't mind. It's a different sensation for me to actually be a little lost in this game for once. Normally, I stick with the parts of the map I'm really familiar with. So the fact that thank you, gunshot. Very cool. The fact that I'm actually kind of going off the beaten path here is different for me. I think we might be onto something. Saw a little clearing in the trees there. That, to me, would indicate potentially where the lake is. I hope. Ooh, no, there's definitely a clearing there somewhere. There's definitely a trail. Out of the trees. All right. Just go ahead and follow this dirt path. We might need to stop before we have something to eat. Matter of fact, I know I'm like really not particularly adept at foraging, but I need something to eat. That's a stick. I don't want a stick. Can't eat sticks. You know, I'm just gonna hope there's food in the lake house. Which I can't help but notice we haven't seemed to find yet. This, I'm not gonna say this might have been a mistake, but I'm not saying that. Oh, please don't leave the trail going cold right here. Aha! See it poking out of the brush. The door's open. Is that a good sign or a bad one? So far, it doesn't look like anyone's home. Okay. Hello? Is anyone in here? Office supplies. Carving book. Kitchen. I will gladly take some stale salami. And some oats. Oh, we've killed exactly 400 zombies here. Okay. Drink some water. We pretty badly need it. Fill our bottle. Anyone home? There's someone. Hello, jacket. Gun case. Little bathroom here. Ooh. Hey, I will take those. Those are actually... I prefer them visually. A dice bag. Comfortable bunk beds. You know what? I'm actually gonna take you. Grab corpse. Oh, what the hell? Ah! I pulled the classic overlay with the door trick, and now corpse no move. Lovely. The Zomboid special, really? I was going to toss the corpse over the ledge. So maybe at some point I could give this one a proper burial. Yeah, that's a thumbnail shot. That's a thumbnail shot. We did not make it out to Fallout Lake today, but I think in a lot of ways, we kind of made it somewhere better. I don't know. I think this spot has good vibes. It's considered a restaurant entertainment? Really? This implies it's like a little vacation spot. It's meant to be rented out. No one's really meant to live here long term. Which I suppose in a lot of ways does kind of make sense. I will have to strongly consider if trying to move everything in here would be worth it. It is an increase in space, that's true. But I'd have to move the generator all the way out here, and it's in a really bad spot when it comes to actually being able to access the road. So, I don't know. I'd have to consider that. For now, I think I will consider that. on my own terms.